So the first step in each lesson will be a bit of vocal technique, and the first part of that in each lesson will be warming your voice up. And a part of warming your voice up is warming yourself up. And I usually have a cup of tea first thing in the morning to warm me up, and since it's too hot I'm going to use it to warm up my body and warm up my vocal cords. Always have plenty of water handy. Always keep yourself well watered. I'll start with a drink of water. So first thing to do is to take a big breath through your nose. This will clear your sinuses, and also it will prime your larynx. Your larynx is this bump here, this bony box on your neck. If you run your finger down from your chin, you'll find the larynx, sometimes called the Adam's apple. If you put your finger on there and you breathe in through your nose, you feel it go down. Okay? Now, you won't sing with it in that low position, but when you're singing, it's so important that your larynx remains stable. I will be mentioning this a lot throughout the course. So, at least to start with, put the finger on the larynx. Okay, at the top of it you'll see a little V-shaped notch, and it's inside the larynx that your vocal cords are. So breathe in through your nose, then say hmm. Okay, breathe it again. Now when you breathe in, let the air drop very low into your body. Feel your stomach expanding. You should let everything relax down here. The breath for singing comes into your body as if it's water coming into a bottle, and it comes in and it runs in like water very fast. So you should feel that your tummy expanding like this, and as if the air is water coming down to fill that bottle. And you'll feel your sides, your ribs, what they call the floating ribs, pushing out, and there you've got your little full tank of air. Of course the air is going into the lungs, not into the stomach. Okay, so okay, no, don't open your mouth, through the nose. Okay, now try and do that a little bit higher. Breathe in through the nose, feel the larynx go down. A little bit higher in pitch. Okay, now can we go any higher? Can we go any higher? Now, taking your breath again through the nose, and put your hand on your sternum. That's where your ribs meet in the middle, and make a let the air escape. Some people say it's like letting the air escape through a straw. I like to say that we're making the snake sound. hiss, hiss. Can you feel the pressure build up here inside? Here in this area you can feel what's called the epigastric area. You can feel that the muscle tighten up. That's where the power comes from for your singing. Okay, so take a breath again. Now what I want you to try and do is to make that breath last as long as possible. Feel the pressure build up here, then let the air out ever so slowly, almost so slowly that you can't hear the s, or at least people around you can't. Okay, so air is dropping in low. So we'll do that again. Breathe in. Make your snake sound. So you're still going? If you're still going, that's fine. I could have gone on much longer, but the point is that pressure, you should feel that pressure there. That is the kind of pressure you'll be using when you sing, not all the time, but you will need to be able to control the outgoing air so that you can sing long phrases. Let's make some sound now. Where is the sound made? The sound is made in the larynx by the vocal cords, which are two fibrous bands coming together and resisting the airflow. So it's me breathing out with no resistance. Okay, now if I resist, so we've got sound. So breathe in again, and then and try and hold that out as long as you can. That is air and vocal cords together giving you sound. When you sing, you'll want to not lose your air. So when you sing, correct tone production is done with the vocal cords coming immediately close to each other and resisting the airflow and thus making sound. So instead of what we need is okay? Take in a breath. And so on. The sounds we've made so far have been made in a nice comfortable part of our voice, our speaking voice, or what's called the chest voice. So hello, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Nice easy part of your voice. The other part of your voice, a nice light is what's called the head voice. And then way above the head voice, you get what's called the whistle voice. So the objective of this course is to build a complete voice, which is a uniform voice going from chest voice up to head voice through that middle area called middle voice, which we call the mix, in such a way that you have one voice and not several broken parts. And very important is that as you sing higher, you're not tempted to shout or to push too hard. And as I mentioned already, the larynx, what is very important is your larynx remains fairly stable through the whole range of your voice. So it should not go jumping up. Try swallowing. Put your finger on your larynx and swallow. You'll feel your larynx jump up. It shouldn't do that when you're singing. If you yawn, you'll feel your larynx go way down. Well, you won't want to sing like that either. You need to sing with your larynx in a nice stable position. Let me demonstrate what I mean. Ma 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 ma. So that is 2 octaves going from chest, ma 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 ma, to the middle, ma 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 ma, ma ma ma